construction can be a hazardous task, especially if preventative safety measures aren't taken. Falls, collapses, and electrical shock are just some of the hazards that put construction workers at risk, whether they are working on an interior or exterior project. In order to avoid such injuries, safety on a construction site is a must. Here we are going to discuss few tips to avoid accident or injury during a construction project. The first tips is about scaffolding. Scaffolding, if not erected properly, or misused by construction workers, can become very dangerous. In order to ensure stable scaffolding, make sure it is set up on solid ground. Scaffolding should be able to hold up to 4 times its own weight, and safely accessible to workers by ladders or stairwells. It must also be at least 10 feet from electrical power lines. Next section deals about ladders. Inspect the ladder before use, for any damage, including bent rails, missing parts, or dirt that may cause someone to slip. Never overload a ladder with more than the recommended weight, and ensure that metal ladders are kept away from electrical power lines. And next tips about stairways. Much like ladders, stairways should be kept clear of dirt and debris, to avoid trips and falls. Ensure that stairs with 4 or more risers have a handrail for added safety and protection. And next tips deals about the trenching. When using trenches in exterior construction, make sure a protective system is in place, as well as safety practices like sloping, shoring, and shielding, to prevent soil movement and cave-ins. A safe exit from a trench should always be provided, and should be no further than 25 feet from construction personnel at all times. The next tips about personal protective equipment. Prevention is the best protection when it comes to construction safety. Head protection should be worn at all times by construction workers to avoid head trauma. Other protective gear, like slip-resistant boots, heavy-duty gloves, masks or goggles should also be worn to stay safe when working on a construction site. And the final tips deals about space protection. Wrapping the area with any of the tough wrap products will contain the dust and debris from construction and prevent damage to the property or the health of construction personnel. Wrapping the area with any of the tough wrap products will contain the dust and debris from construction and prevent damage to the property or the health of construction personnel.